A picture has surfaced from the creator of Stellar Blade, sitting next to Neil Druckmann, and everyone is losing their minds over it. It's been posted a couple of minutes ago, and it's already got like 300,000 views. It's like people are like, "Have we been deceived?" So, if you don't know who these two people are, Neil Druckmann is the creator of The Last of Us, and in creators of leftist gaming circles, he's viewed like the Messiah, like Muad'Dib. He is the one that went woke and didn't go broke. He is the hallmark of a lot of AAA games, and actually, I would say that he is extremely influential because a lot of games have tried copying The Last of Us in gameplay mechanics, like over-the-shoulder bullshit with a little bit of crafting and that type of gameplay. I think like after The Last of Us 2 came along, a lot of consultants were like, "Oh wow, I mean this game sold, so clearly we must copy it." And so like yeah, like he is the head honcho of woke games. He is the chosen one that will drag society from the darkness into a new era of progressivism using his video games. He will stop misogyny. He will stop racismus. Everyone will convert to Islam. Like, he's the shit, right? And we're all going to be queer. Now, on the left side, we have Mr. Kim Hyung Tae, creative and illustrator at Shift Up. I know he was involved with Stellar Blade. I don't know if he's involved with Nikkei. But he wields the power of tits and ass. He creates the thing that traumatizes the act man. He's like, oh, so much gooning. Melody Mac quakes in fear at the sight of this man. He is the shaitan. He is the devil incarnate, bringing upon the destruction of Western civilization, turning away Christians everywhere to sin. You know, even the Pope probably would pale in front of this man. Like if he installs Nikkei on the Vatican, on the Holy See's computer, he could cause such devastation that would bring Melody back into tears. She would be like, how is this possible? Why is this happening? Druckmann, I should have not criticized you. Should have liked your bold ladies. What does this picture mean? Absolutely nothing. Okay, they're not joining forces. They're not allying with each other. I mean, I think it would be beyond moronic, but also funny if we had characters from The Last of Us appear in a Nikkei crossover event. It would be hilarious because they would actually make Abby have big tits. And so, like, you know what? While I don't think it would happen, do you remember when some Asian company had a crossover with Horizon Zero Dawn and actually made that chick look appealing? Right? Like, this is what would look like if we had crossovers between The Last of Us or the new game that's being made and Nikkei. The opposite, I don't fucking know. I don't think Neil Druckmann can do crossovers. Like, his games probably don't allow that, but like, you know, imagine if you could play as Eve from Stellar Blade, and she would have like a very masculine jawline, should have no tits, should be covered up, and you would have her in a patch for the new game that's coming, you know, like a new skin or something. I don't think that's the case, right? It would be funny though. Like, I would like to see it. I think a lot of people would lose their mind. I think like people on my side that are anti-censorship would have no problem with it. They would find it like a meme. But people on the left would lose their shit, which is why I support it. They would absolutely lose their minds if if Shaitan himself, wielder of the ass titty and bringer of heteronormativity, would actually collaborate with Neil Druckmann. Can they have like influential game designs? This is another thing that people are talking about. Like, will we see The Last of Us, the Neil Druckmann mentality pushed into Stellar Blade? You know, I would like to see a sex scene like we have in The Last of Us 2, but in Stellar Blade. Can you imagine? Like, of course Sony would ban it. But like it would be like a frame by frame recreation, like exactly what's happening to Abby, frame by frame, recreated in the game Stellar Blade. I mean, why not? If The Last of Us 2 can have it on PlayStation, why can't Stellar Blade, huh? Well, we know why, but still, it would be interesting. I don't think so. I don't think like Shift Up is going to apply ESG. I think the Korean government would fucking prevent them. I'm not even kidding. Like, they are making such colossal revenue and bringing Korean soft power into the world that I genuinely think like the Korean government would probably try to intervene and prevent them from doing some stupid shit like that. Korea is very happy, like despite the fact that they had like feminist policies and they cracked down on gamers, like from what I'm hearing, they're actually very happy with this because it's a lot of taxpayer money, and there's a lot of money to be given to politicians, and then through corruption and like other things. It's like, no, they want this company to succeed. And so them going ESG, probably not. Neil Druckmann, I think, is way too arrogant, and the type of people that he employs would riot if he actually had like a feminine character in his video game. And so, no, like, there's not going to be any collaboration between these two. It's just like a picture that two professionals took while being at an event. If anything, you need to understand that Asian people are very polite, right? So, like, they wouldn't say anything negative. You wouldn't have Kim say, oh, yeah, Intergalactic was utter shit. I didn't like the way they depict women. Like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, he's not going to speak like that. And to be honest, even Western developers wouldn't speak like that. I am curious, though, if Neil Druckmann likes Stellar Blade or if he likes Nikkei, right? Because, like, that would be polite. But he would probably get chewed up by his own fan base. Still, I'm curious if it happens. Like, if anyone sees Neil Druckmann tweet something positive about South Korean gaming, please let me know. It would show who's the man in the room, right? Like, it would be very disrespectful if one developer goes like, hey, I like your game, and the other one is quiet. Then it would be incredibly poor form, but at the same time, it would probably confirm everything that I think about Neil Druckmann, and also everything that I think about people who are more left-leaning than I am. But other than that, no, I don't think we're going to see more collabs from these two. It's kind of funny to see people arguing in the comment section over this, or like trying to suggest that something major will happen. Like, no. You know, most developers do not give a shit about the culture war. Well, maybe Western developers do. That the ones that think they will change the world with the power of their gaming. Like, those are just, you know, if they say it for PR reasons, fine. But I think like some of them actually believe their farts, and so it's a little bit concerning about their mental health. But no, like most developers just want to run a business, right? Especially like Neil Druckmann. Like, if you see the turnover for the last game, the man is not into social justice. Doesn't give a fuck. The way he treated Emmy Henning and other shit, it's like, no. They just want to make money, right? So for them, this is a business relation. It's like, okay, now I know this developer. If I ever need something from him, I know where to call. That's pretty much how it goes. Let me know what you think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.